Okay, welcome to this free training, How to Land and Prepare for Your First TEDx Talk. So why me? I have been a business advisor for 12 years. I was a financial advisor for 15 years prior. I've gone and launched 2 fitness studios. I've helped women launch 100 studios around the world. And I help women launch and grow successful businesses that they love, built around the life they desire. I've been on the TEDx stage. I've written a best-selling book. I have been featured by all kinds of media, including Business Insider, EO on Fire, and all these other things down below. So I want to dive in and really use the most of our time and really just bring you as much value as possible. So my journey to getting onto the TEDx stage is, for years, I had wanted to give a TED Talk. I had applied literally year after year with no luck. And in 2019, I was running on a treadmill in a resort in San Jose del Cabo. And I had an idea for both a book and for the TED stage. So I went back to the room and I went searching on TED's website for all of their events coming up. And less than 5 months later, I was speaking on stage, giving my presentation. Why most people want to do TED is because it's one of the most recognized and prestigious stages in all of the world. TED is meant to be ideas worth spreading. And people like Simon Sinek and Brene Brown made their names for themselves on the TED stage. And then very successful millionaires, billionaires, people like Bono, Bill Gates, Elon Musk have all spoken on the TED stage. So it's so prestigious that even people that have been super successful come back and want to be on the TED stage themselves. So before you get ready to do anything with TED, what you really have to ask yourself first is, what do you want to talk about? What is the big idea that you want to share? What are you passionate about? What do you care about in your life? What insight do you have that you think would make an impact on others? And what can you speak about confidently and authentically? Because TED, again, being that ideas worth spreading, they really want you to show up and they want you to be as authentic as possible. And as we get into what the experience is speaking on the TED stage, you'll find out a little bit more about that. But it's really important that whatever it is that you want to talk about, that you are super, super passionate and that it comes across as authentically you. As you create your talk, you need to ask yourself, does this talk truly represent me, my vision, my voice? And then, does it inspire something in the audience? Is this talk timely for what's happening in the world right now? As you create your talk, ask yourself. For me, this was one of the biggest key takeaways to getting chosen for my first TED stage. I was in the process of writing a book on change. And in the process, I started an outline for a speech on the same topic. As I was creating the speech, I felt that it was truly powerful. The speech that I gave was during quarantine, and my life was changing almost daily. And I knew that my topic on change and mindset and my presentation were spot on for what was happening in the world. During my talk, and actually at the end, if you stay to the end, I will tell you how you can get a transcript of my talk and how I put it together for that TED stage. But if you stay to the end, I'll tell you exactly how to go about getting that. But I knew that my topic and my presentation were just so timely for what was happening in the world. So what you need to know before you start creating your speech is that TED has a strict 18-minute max. So any talk that goes 1 second over 18 minutes, TED will do nothing with it. So it's really critical that you stay under those 18 minutes. When we got on stage, it was imperative to our leader that we were no more over 15 minutes. And that was because they wanted to make sure that we didn't go over and that the speeches were unusable. With TED, in an ideal world, they want you to have no slide deck at all unless you need to illustrate something specific. So for example, Bill Gates and Bono, I believe, have both used slide decks, and it was because they actually had graphs and they wanted to show you the graphs. But in an ideal world, the TED stage wants you to not have any slide deck at all. They want you to be present on the stage and they want you to be talking to your audience. And then they want to make sure that everything that you're doing has clear, concise sound bites. And this is critically important because TED is known for using small bits and pieces. And so it's really important that you have these pieces that can be pulled out and they're independent thoughts. One of the things that you have to know about being on the TED stage is that when you're on the TED stage and your video is recorded, it goes to the TED YouTube page, and you can embed or link to that page, but you cannot actually use any more than 30 seconds of your talk at any given time. So that means that for you, you need to make sure that you have those clear, concise sound bites if you ever want to use any of your speech anywhere else. For the TED stage, your talk should educate and inform. Again, their motto is ideas worth spreading. So they want to make sure that you are educating the audience, that you're informing them about your perspective and your view and your opinion. Your stories are crucial. Stories are going to be a great way to start. They're going to be a great thing to have in the center, so that way you're kind of tying things together. And then another one at the end for your conclusion. And so it's really important that you know where you want to go with this speech and how you're going to present it in such a way that you're going to have stories to tie the lessons and the education all together. And then one of the other things is that the TED stage does not allow any sales or any opt-ins. This is for sharing your message and building your platform. You are not to sell from the TED stage. So it's really important that you think through that and that you know that this is a no pitch speech. When you're getting ready to do this, make sure that you know the topic of the event you're applying to. The topic and your talk must be congruent. So I said, for me, my topic was change. And I was talking about all the things in my life that had changed and correlating it to the changes we were seeing due to the happenings of 2020. So that was what made my talk so timely and so valuable for the particular event that I was applying to. In going to do this, you want to make sure that you find the best event. So go to the TED.com/TEDx/events and look for topics that match your desired talk. Go find the places that actually are a good fit for what you want to talk about. Find the topic, find the location that's the best fit for you. For me, I happened to really luck into the fact that all of this unfolded right around September, October-ish of 2019. And it unfolded September, October-ish of 2020. And then I gave my talk in January of 2021. And it just so happened that the topic and the location were both here in Las Vegas, which is where I had just moved. So it was very, very convenient. But again, plan ahead and look for the places that match what you're going to talk about. And if you happen to be selected and you have to go to New Hampshire to go and give your talk, just be prepared that that's going to be the case. And if you want to be on a TED stage very badly, then you're going to do it wherever you get selected based on the topic. In pitching your talk, for me, I said it was very fortuitous that the change event was scheduled here in Vegas, which is where I lived. There's an application that you will have to fill out for every single TED event. And then I reached out to the organizer and provided applicable information in addition to my application. I had a general outline of my talk, I had my credentials, and I had why it mattered right now. I had never gone through and done all these things when I had applied previously. And I believe that that's probably a big part of why I hadn't been selected in the past. I really took the time this time to go through and make sure that every single thing that I was speaking about was super, super valuable. In pitching your talk, so I sent everything in. I basically sent a bio and a CV and all those things. And a few days later, I actually had a phone appointment with the organizer. If you don't know, each TED event is licensed from TED, and there's an organizer of the event. And that person is the one that is reporting to TED. They're responsible for everything that's going on. And so on this phone appointment, this woman interviewed me. She asked again about my credentials, and we really talked through my topic. She asked me that within a few days, I would send her a finished first draft and a video of me delivering the talk before she ever approved that I was going to be able to do this. So she did that because, number one, she wanted to know if I could command a stage, but she also really wanted to see what my talk came across as I was delivering it. So for me, there was no way that I was going to be able to have a 15-minute speech ready in just a couple days and deliver it well. So I used a teleprompter to deliver the talk because I didn't fully know it yet. But that was perfect. It was the perfect opportunity for me to go and create the talk and deliver the talk in such a way that someone could see it, but yet I didn't have to know it or memorize it yet. In pitching your TEDx talk, remember that the organizer is putting in a lot of time. They paid for the rights to the TEDx license. And so this is probably a passion project for them. Be easy to work with, be timely, and be responsive, because those are the things that are going to make you more desirable than the other person. In preparing your talk, you really want to think through what your process is going to be. For me, the preparing the talk, getting ready to deliver it was the hardest part for me. I'm not shy, but I'm fairly introverted. I don't like being the center of attention. And for me, not having slides to fall back on was very, very hard. So I really had to be overly prepared to be able to actually get up and give my talk. So as you are diving in, if you want to know more about the TED experience, I want you to know that we're going to be covering this inside the Success Society, our monthly business and life coaching membership. So if you'd like to join us, we're offering a special offer. And the Success Society at this point, gosh, has probably 30 to 40 trainings, and I just want to kind of dive through some of them that we're offering right now. Goal Setting for Success, we've sold that for $497, and it's so that you can create and attain your goals to genuinely create the freedom you desire in your life. We have the Mastering Your Mindset for Growth. So imagine feeling self-confident and worthy enough to be thought of as the thought leader that you want to be. Imagine believing you can build that $1 million business. We have our list building for success. Imagine having a large, engaged list of ideal customers who are buying your programs and offers. Systems and automations. Watch your business grow and sell without you being the one that has to do it all. Imagine logging in to find sales while you were spending time with your family and friends at dinner or on vacation. Time management for the busy business owner. Time is a luxury that we often let slip away. Beyonce and Oprah have the same amount of hours in the day that you have. So create goals and routines to maximize productivity, sales, and results, allowing you to more freedom to live your life. Branding your business. Branding is more than just a name, a logo, design, or a snazzy tagline. Build a beautiful business that attracts your perfect client. These are all already loaded into your program. And we have multiple clients that are just so happy with everything that we've been doing so far. So then we also have creating online programs. And I'll tell you, creating and launching, these are the two courses that I will say that most people are most excited to have, because in most cases, you're paying $2,000 to $5,000 for a creating a program or launching a program. And we include those in this membership. Financial freedom for life. Imagine never having to work a regular 9-to-5 job to earn a paycheck and to provide for your family. Instead, spend your days focusing on what you really love to do. Using Pinterest to grow your business. With over 40% of Pinterest users having a household income of $100,000 plus, there's a huge audience with a strong spending power just waiting to be introduced to your business. We have another testimonial, and this is critically important to know that other people have been through the program and that you can dive in and be part of it with them. Creating visibility through podcasting and media. I launched my podcast, Goodness, in 2018, and it's one of the best ways to get in front of other people and build awareness and generate customer relationships as you're going through. Creating a webinar funnel. This is so key. We're delivering this as a training, but if I were to set it up just a little bit differently, this could be a webinar. And so the goal is to create ways to generate leads with your prospects and constantly be selling without you having to be the one doing it. And this image over here on the right, I spoke at the Mind Body Bold conference a few years ago with, goodness, we had Ariana Huffington, Jillian Michaels, and Magic Johnson. And so, it's really valuable to create that visibility and be on stages speaking and getting your word out. Hiring and training an inexpensive team. So this is one of the things that when women come to me, they've often been doing it all themselves and they're overwhelmed, they're overworked, and they feel like, my gosh, I need help, but I just can't afford it. So learn how we have built inexpensive teams to help you free up your time, free up your energy so you can focus on the things that you love and things that drive the results of the business. Creating visibility through podcasting and media, creating the webinar funnel, and hiring and training an inexpensive team are all there in the program. With the Success Society, you get weekly content or live coaching. So week 1, we deliver a new training every single month. Week 2 is office hours and Q&A. Week 3 is a life coaching call, and week 4 is implementation week. Imagine getting a new course every single month without having to pay over and over again. We have everything in a portal where you get access to that. And then you can also access everything through Facebook, through the private Facebook group, which is, we have guides for every single one of the trainings and Q&As. So in addition, we have bonus implementation days. We have private networking events, we have mastermind events, and so much more. With this, we also have included a couple of added bonuses. We've created a special social media pack with done-for-you social media posts. All you have to do is add your branding, and you can better engage your clients and increase visibility. These are literally swipe files. You download them, you make them your own, and off you go. Bonus number 2 is we have a Facebook ads course. And this is such a big deal because Facebook ads they're the fuel that you throw on the fire to grow your business. You hear all the time visibility, you hear content creation and all those things. But to get in front of people that you don't know and don't know you, Facebook ads is absolutely the fastest way to do it. And most Facebook ad agencies are charging between $1,000 and $2,500 to set up your first set of ads. Imagine being able to get in and do it yourself and to do it very inexpensively. And then bonus number 3 is that we have our private Facebook group. And inside you have community, support, and implementation help. And I and my team are in the Facebook group daily, Monday through Friday. So why would you choose the Success Society? B-School was $2,500 for me. My most recent mastermind, I invested $30,000. I've been part of a coaching program recently where it was $15,000. And we are going to offer the Success Society as a $297 a month membership. But for right now, we're offering it at $97 a month. And if you join from here, you can access it for the first month for $47. So it's a great way. You'll get 30 days for just $47. You dive in, you'll get that month's training. And every single week, we are on Zoom on Wednesdays for live coaching. And this is the perfect opportunity for you to get business coaching at a super affordable price where you're getting the guidance and the strategy that you need in your business to grow where you want to go. Again, we have so many pre-recorded trainings already in the Success Society, and then we are adding a new training every single month. So right now we have over 25 to 40 trainings already in the program, but we're also going to be adding one every single month. So what would your life look like if you had a business library, you had monthly new coaching, new courses, if you had weekly live coaching, if you had that social media pack to be able to start, Facebook ads training, a private Facebook group, if we were to break these apart and sell them individually, this is over $31,000 worth of value over the course of a year. And the goal is that this is going to be a $297 a month membership. But anyone that gets in before that, their price is their grandfathered price forever, as long as they're a member. So if you want to get started, you can get 30 days for $47 and then $97 a month. And you can get that at womensuccesssociety.com/$47 offer. What would your life look like if you had training, coaching, support, accountability, and the community you need? Again, huge pre-recorded training library. It's meant to be a $297 a month membership, and you can try it out for $47 for just 1 month. Now, I promised you if you stayed to the end that I would give you a free bonus. So if you email me at amy@amymewborn.com, you'll get my TEDx script and you'll get a written description showing how we put together the talk with the stories, the facts, the statistics, and how you go about building a TEDx talk in such a way that you'll get selected on a potential TEDx stage at some point in your life as well. I would love to hear from you. Tell us, what you need, and we're here to support you in the group. And I hope to see you on another training soon.